Have you ever wondered how to apply a complete periodic maintenance test on a low voltage 3-phase induction motor? In this video, we will go through a complete checklist for a periodic maintenance for a 3-phase induction motor. So please consider subscribing in Electrical Engineering Planet channel to support our community. Also, don't forget to share, like, and let knowledge enlighten your world. Here is a complete checklist. We will start with pre-maintenance safety steps. Here we isolate power from substation drawer to ensure that it will never work during maintenance. So this motor will never work during maintenance. It's very important for safety. Also, we apply lockout and tag out LOTO at substation. We put locks and give every person who is responsible for working this motor a lock. We isolate also local station controller to be much more ensured that it will never work. So we isolate the start-stop local station controller. Also, we verify zero energy state using a voltage tester and wear appropriate personal protective equipment. Let's start by visual inspection for the motor. Here we check for physical damage like housing, terminal box, cooling fins, fan cover, and cable gland. Also, we inspect for signs of overheating, corrosion, dirt buildups, or oil leaks. After that, we check wiring for loose connections and discoloration. So we make retightening connection if needed. We open the terminal box and verify tightness of all terminals. Retighten if looseness or oxidation is observed. Now let's start making a test. It's a continuity or phase resistance test, or we call it also winding resistance test. We use here a digital multimeter or avometer. We remove connections bars UVW to make that every single winding alone. Now we will measure continuity across windings UVW and we measure resistance. We record every single resistance value between UV, VW and UW and confirm resistance values are within plus or minus 10% of each other. It must be balanced, it must be equal. And we record measured values to compare it with our fingerprint values. Very good. Now let's move on and see insulation resistance test. Here we apply insulation tester or megger with voltage of 500 volt or 1000 volt. We ensure that the motor is completely disconnected and discharged. Measure resistance between windings and earth, UE, VE, WE. Or if it's connected with bars, we just apply the test once for U or V or W because they are connected. So we just apply this test once between U or V or W and earth. Now, if we are disconnected the bars, we can measure the resistance between phases UV, VW, UW. And the acceptance value here is over 1 mega ohm. As you know, the insulation resistance test ensures that there is no leakage between windings or between winding and earth. Now let's record the values and compare it after that with the fingerprint value, the reference values we have on our logbook. Now let's bring a clamp earth tester and measure the resistance of earthing. Measure and record the earth resistance value and confirm it within site standard limits. Typically, maybe it's less than 5 ohm. Sometimes it's less than 2 ohm. Let's now go to the substation drawer. and see the protection and control circuit. Now, first of all, let's retighten anything that needs retightening. After that, let's test motor overload relays and contactors, if applicable. Also verify trip settings according to motor full load current. If safe, simulate fault conditions to test protection response. Check control circuit logic and interlocks. Post-maintenance reconnection actually, we remove all locks tags only after verification, reconnect terminals and control wiring properly, restore power and test run motor. Observe for abnormal noise, vibration or heat. Now let's check for lubrication. Check motor manufacturer's grease schedule. If it's more than 4,000 working hour, let's apply correct grease type if needed. Let's apply lubrication or greasing. Now, also we have to wipe off excess and seal grease nipple. Now let's go to the motor while it's working and check for temperature and thermal scan. We bring here thermal image camera, and check for the windings while the motor is working, and check for the connections, check for the bearings, and this is considered as predictive maintenance, not periodic maintenance. This was a complete checklist for a periodic maintenance for a 3-phase induction motor, low voltage 3-phase induction motor. Please consider subscribing in Electrical Engineering Planet channel to support our community. Also don't forget to share, like and let knowledge enlighten your world. Thanks for watching.